This is Coach Nate again with another DestroyTheBaseball.com video newsletter. The subject of today's newsletter is Pop the Hips, Don't Stomp and Lean. I received an email a couple days ago from a coaching buddy of mine who I enjoy working with. We've always had a lot of fun going back and forth, bantering about our different theories and things on coaching and especially hitting. He is a big believer in something that I think is a negative for the youth baseball player. He likes to see his younger players drive forward aggressively to the ball and time a high, often very high, foot stomp to the baseball on contact. And I have told him many times I disagree with this. So I'm going to read his email, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about why I believe the younger players should strive for a hip pop after they use the front foot as a loading device and not use the front foot to stomp towards the baseball. But first, a quote. The quote reads, "The goal of any hitter is to maximize his power energy to the ball at contact. This is accomplished by capturing the energy in the back hip to the front leg in the center of the body on contact. Simply stepping at the ball in a lunge or foot stomp is less effective in maximizing that energy to the ball than a hip hop onto a strong front leg. Young hitters who rely solely on a high stomp timing to the baseball make timing harder and sacrifice power. This is particularly true against pitchers that change speeds, which is basically every pitcher, because no two pitches in a game are exactly the same. The hitter uses the high stomp and lean to the ball method of hitting, suffers in timing and loss of power. Again, instead, use the front foot to create core stress on the load and pop the hips to the ball for maximum power on contact." So, the email reads from my coaching buddy. His name is Teddy. "Hey coach, I was watching the A's game the other night, late night, on the MLB package, and they have a hitter who is very effective and hits a lot of long balls, and he has one of the highest foot stomps I have ever seen." He doesn't tell me who the hitter is, and it's typical of our back and forth that he a lot of times gives me these evidences out there of what he believes without giving me a way to go and research it. But I love you anyway, Teddy. At any rate, what do you have against a guy bringing all his body weight to the baseball? Isn't that what a foot stomp does for a hitter? So, I took Teddy's email and I wanted to put together the best explanation I could as to why the hitter should strive to use that front foot differently than as a forward-leaning stomp action to the ball. And there are two big reasons why I believe that the front foot is not suited for this purpose in a younger hitter. One is, I believe it compromises balance greatly to have a younger hitter with his leg held high trying to come forward, get his foot down, and make an effective swing to the ball without over-leaning on that front leg. So, many cases you have poor balance to the ball, you have an off-balance view of the ball because the head is falling forward on contact. The other issue was touched on in the quote, the idea that we have to achieve really good timing with the maximum body weight energy that we have to the ball on contact. Achieving that timing is made much more difficult when you are requiring a foot stomp versus when you are requiring just a simple hip hop. My dog wanted to come up. It's okay, buddy. When I talk to the camera, the dog in many cases gets very worked up. I think she thinks I see a stranger or something here. At any rate, what the young hitters should strive for, in my opinion, is to use that front foot to create what I call a power band or rocket band core stress in his midsection and his core section, which is the area, the band of muscles and strength above and below the midsection, so the upper thighs and the chest. Creating this core stress is essential in the load, and then you create that and you pop that to the baseball. The efficient way to learn to transfer that weight from the back to the front is not by a foot stomp. It is by a very efficient, quick transition hip pop where you take the energy, you go from the back hip to that strong front leg. It's quicker, it is less likely to have the hitter go off balance, and it promotes better timing. Young people have come on to the high stomp action to the ball mostly by watching major league hitters. But if you slow down those hitters and you watch them closely on the slowed down video, those hitters are creating that hip pop off of the strong front post leg. They do use a high kick in many cases, but not always. A high kick or a high stomp. It's important to understand that these hitters are masters of timing, and they are most definitely not falling forward, leaning heavily onto that front leg as they go to the ball. They are getting that foot down and on balance and turning aggressively while centered to the baseball. I say that the younger hitter is better off simply starting in that loaded position in core stress, foot already down. You'll see this theme repeated many times in my hitting videos and instructional videos and in my writing. The idea is we must have the foot down early and we must drive through the ball off of that strong post leg. So, in conclusion, the young hitter should rely on the timing of his hips and not the timing of a foot stomp, which he often lacks necessary control or skill in, and it develops a bad habit over time that is very difficult to break. Now in future videos we will talk about the use of the front foot as a timing device. It's a completely different topic, and I do have thoughts on it. But for now, strive to achieve core stress by separating that front foot early and softly and pop the hips to the ball. So if you find this video of value, please subscribe by hitting the subscribe button on my channel. Please also feel free to share it with anyone you feel could benefit from what we've talked about today. I'd also love it if you leave comments. We grow a community here. We can help as many hitters as we possibly can. Please also send me your player's video to CoachNate at destroythebaseball.com, and I will provide you with a free report and analysis so that you can have an action plan going forward without the necessity of paying me a dime. My goal, why I got into this, I want to make your hitter fully alive, make him fully come alive when he hits a baseball. And I'll do anything I can to make that happen. And as a reminder to that, this is a free community, and donations equal to the value received for the information I've provided today are always welcome. So go to the website, www.destroythebaseball.com, and leave a donation by clicking the donate button in the upper right corner. I thank you, and we will see you soon.